Hi again, it's me, Mrs. Wriggler, and welcome to another exciting session on probability. All right, this one, short, sweet, and to the point. You're going to love it. All right, lesson 3 is on the probability or, usage of the word or. So when we're looking at for probability of one event occurring or something else occurring, we're going to add the probability. So addition is the key. So make sure you keep that in mind. Add. So let me give you an example, because otherwise you're going to be like, what the what? So a number cube is rolled, or a dice, whatever you want to call them. What is the probability of rolling an even number or, keyword, or a 5? Well, common sense, let's go with that version first. If I were to roll a number cube, my options, once again, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, like so. Now, out of all those probabilities or numbers, what are the even numbers and 5? So let's figure out, we already know there are 6 options. Out of those 6, here's an even number, here's an even number, here's an even number. So those 3 options are good, or it could be a 5. A 5 would also be okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 options out of 6. Simplify that, and you get 2/3. So you have a 2 out of 3 chance of getting an even number or a 5 on that roll. So now when you break it down this way, I mean, that's the visualize it, see your options, circle the ones that fit. In other words, you can do it this way, just straight up probabilities. If it's an even number, well, think, how many even numbers are there out of the 6? There are 3, 2, 4, and 6. So there's a 3 out of 6 chance of getting an even number, or, there's your addition sign, you can get a 5. Well, there's only 1 out of 6 ways to get a 5. Add your fractions. Remember, when you add 3/6 to 1/6, you still have sixths. You just have 4 of them. Add your numerators. 3 plus 1 is 4. And then the bottom number stays the same. Simplify that, and you get 2/3. So that's it. So that's the calculation way, straight calculations, versus the draw, kind of write out your possibilities. Let's go down to number 2. 2 number cubes are rolled, so we're going to roll 2 dice at the same time. What's the probability of rolling a sum of 8 or 10? And then it says you may need to list the possibilities or use the 2 dice picture from your lesson 2 handout. So if you go back and look at those, you've got the dice all laid out and you can just count up how many there are. Well, let's just go with a sum of 8. We could get a 6 and a 2. We could get a 5 and a 3. You could get double fours. You could get a 3 and a 5, which is different than a 5 and a 3. This would be a 3 on the first die and a 5 on the second. This is 5 on the first, 3 on the second. Those are 2 different scenarios. And then you could get a 2 and a 6. So there are the probability of getting a sum of 8 plus the probability of getting a sum of 10. Probability of 8 is 5, and if you remember, how many possible combinations of 2 dice are there? There are 36. So now, sum of 10, you know it's still going to be out of 36 possibilities. How many would give us a sum of 10? Well, we could do a 6 and a 4, a 5 and a 5, or a 4 and a 6. Again, 4 and 6, different than 6 and 4. So there are 3, and then we add those 2 together. Out of the 36 total possible choices, there's a total of 8 that fit the bill. Simplify that, 8 over 36. Simplify that down to, 2 over 9? That is right, 2/9. So you have a 2 out of 9 chance of getting a sum of 8 or 10. All right, we're going to do one more. And this one you're going to kind of help me out with. I know you can't really help me out with it because I'm not actually talking to you right now live and in person, but you know what I mean. All right, a regular deck of playing cards. Whoops. has a total of 52 cards made up of 4 suits. The suits are the clubs, which are black cards, spades, which are black cards, hearts, which are red cards, and diamonds, which are also red cards. So hopefully you can kind of picture a deck of cards in your head. A card is drawn from a regular deck of cards. So we're just going to draw one card. What's the probability of drawing an ace or a red king? So that means we want the probability of an ace or red king. So we can say probability of an ace plus the probability of a red king. So let's figure out the ace. First of all, what's our sample space? How many total cards are there to choose from? That's right, 52. If you weren't right, then don't tell anybody. Now, out of those, how many are aces? Well, you have an ace in each of your 4 suits. There's an ace of clubs, ace of spades, ace of hearts, ace of diamonds, which means there are a total of how many aces? Wait for it, and 4 is correct. Very good. Now, again, we want a king, so in this case, there's still 52 choices. A red king. How many kings are there that are red? Well, hearts are red and diamonds are red, and they each have a king, so that makes deuce red kings, which means 6 out of 52. Simplify that mug, we get 3 over 26. And that is your final answer. So you have a 3 out of 26 chance of getting an ace or a red king. All right, now I'm going to stop here. You finish number 4 on your own. When you're done, pause the video right now and then check back in a minute when you're done for the answer. Don't cheat. I'm watching you. Don't cheat. Don't do it. Okay, so how'd you do? Final answer should be 6 over 13 is your probability. There are 20 even cards. You have 2s, 4s, 6s, 8s, and 10s, and there are 4 of each of those, and that makes a total of 20. There are 4 jacks. Add them together, 24 over 52, and simplify 6 over 13. So you almost have a 50% chance of getting a even card or a jack. All right, there you go. That's it. All done. I'm out. See ya.